working. Alright, cool. So it sounds like it's working. Sorry about all the noise, guys. That is 100%, a billion percent. My jet engine PlayStation 4. I have the old one. I have to clean it. My God, do I have to clean it. But yeah. Let's talk about today's topic. Today I read something off of Screen Rant, so shout out to them because I do like reading all the articles they have to say about, especially about The Witcher, since I'm a big fan of The Witcher. I love The Witcher. I love Henry Cavill as The Witcher, not Luke Hemsworth garbage can. If you've seen pictures of it, you're probably just as disappointed as I am. My God, do those pictures look atrocious. I will tell you that that hair doesn't fit Hemsworth. He doesn't have the build to do it. Even if he worked out just as hard as his brother, I'm pretty sure he's not going to meet the requirements to satisfy us nerdy people that have either played the games or read the books, or enjoyed the show overall. Some people have never even done those two and just like the show overall. But it has become a bit of an issue, and that's why we're going to talk about it today, about what the author said. The author, and if you're wondering which author, I'm talking about the guy that made the damn fucking books and was so up and excited for Henry Cavill, who's also played the video games. We all know how nerdy Henry Cavill, even though he is the very intimidation of what Superman would look like, he is one of the nerdiest nerds we've ever seen in our lives. And I think us in the culture, that us people from our niche of video games, mangas, anime, shows like that, cartoons, whatever the case may be, I think we all love him as The Witcher. And it really, really sucks when they go through this thing where they... So two things that need to be brought up. One of the main reasons that this is going downhill is because of this woke culture. If you're not familiar already, one of the main producers is a woman. Yippee. I've noticed every time a woman is producing a thing, I don't know her name, I don't care to know it, I'm not going to look it up because I don't give a fuck, because I'm tired of this bullshit. Because you'll notice in The Witcher, we got a lot of The Witcher in the first season, that's why it was so fucking popular, and we got enough of what's her face, was it Yennefer, and we all like Yennefer. I didn't hate Yennefer in the first season. I thought she had enough screen time and had her scenes that made her a likable character. But as season 2 progressed, we were introduced with Ciri, which I also enjoyed that character, and most of the time she was pretty much attached to Geralt's character or Henry Cavill's character, the character of Geralt the Rivia. She's attached to him, so you see them basically together all the time. So I never had an issue with that. The issue does arise though now that it's got into season 3. It sucks. They've gotten lazy. You can tell that Henry definitely doesn't want to be there and has done a few takes that they had to repeat and see it from different aspects. So you could tell he didn't like that. At first I saw it and I thought, okay, this is interesting. It's definitely a different take. I wouldn't have minded if they gave us 3 different point of views. Maybe like the I forgot the girl's name, but the girl that's with the bald guy, forgot his name already. There's some characters I don't really care about. I don't care to care about. I care about, honestly, I just care about Geralt and Ciri more than anything. Yennefer's kind of whatever, but I am kind of sick of seeing her, and I think a lot of the people that enjoy the shows are sick of seeing her as well. But recently, we did have the author saying that he is very disappointed in the way Netflix has decided to basically botch his show that he agreed to do. And I'm sure there were a lot of promises made, and now they are just going out the window. Promises that probably... You know, this happens a lot. You see it all the time. You see it in Star Wars. I'm sure a lot of people wanted certain things to happen in a show, and it happened the way they were promised they would happen. But it doesn't ever happen that way, unfortunately. You know, and it sucks. It really, really, really sucks when that happens. Because you just want... If I were somebody that, you know, could write... I can't write for shit, but if I could write... and I wrote something that everybody loved and they enjoyed, and that brings all the joy to me in the world, and you sign it off to a place that says they're gonna do it justice, only to find out they're not even remotely giving a shit about it, it would suck. It would honestly suck. And one of the main contributors to it, especially now in Hollywood, is this whole woke culture, guys. They are trying so hard to satisfy a group of people that we just don't give a fuck. I think as people that enjoy movies, we don't care. We really don't care. I'm pretty sure we don't care. A lot of us don't give two turtle shits for what they have to say or why they do certain things. Oh my god, at least let me get that guy. Oh, hell yeah. I'll take the L on dropping on that one. But yeah, so right now I'm about to read it for you guys. Just give me 1 second to clear this shit up real quick. Oh no. Nice, nice, very nice, very nice. Shut up. And shot at by a completely different team. It's alright, alright, alright. We gonna be alright. We gonna be alright, right? That guy left already. It's typical of an Octane. I've ever played this video game. That sucks when that happens. But it's typical of an Octane and a Wraith. Happens a lot with those two characters, quite a lot. Okay, video game, hello? Alright, it's not working. I cannot climb right now. What is going on right now? Oh, well, anyway, let's get back to what I was going to read. Let's go ahead and read this. So, problems continue to mount for Netflix's The Witcher adaptation, with criticism from franchise creator representing yet another setback. Starring Henry Cavill as the great Geralt of Rivia. I'm not going to say the word they have on there because it's a stupid word to use. The Witcher seasons 1 and 2 proved successful enough to tempt Netflix to expanding the fictional fantasy universe into The Witcher of the Nightmare of the Wolf and The Witcher Blood Orange, which is another topic that's important because they realized how great it did the first season because so many of us wanted to watch it. Especially because Henry Cavill was at the helm. I think a lot of us did it because of the actor. A lot of us did it because of the story. At the end of the day, I thought season 1 was great. They ended up becoming one of the best shows Netflix has produced in the last, I would say, in the last few 4 or 5 years. Because I think a lot of us haven't been too big of a fan of Netflix lately. But yeah, among that, we're gonna go ahead and see what the author had to say about it, which really sucks to hear. But yeah, speaking at the Taipei International Book of Exhibition, Sapkowski, I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name, that's the author, reviewed the Netflix interpretation with a quip, "I've seen better and I've seen worse." That's pretty bad since you're the guy that fucking wrote it, and you probably expected Netflix to not miss the mark. At times when the hype for The Witcher Season 3 has already been dented by both Cavill leaving and Blood Origin bombing, such lukewarm, middle-of-the-road, unenthusiastic response from the franchise's creator is far from ideal. That is not surprising. The comment with generous grain of salt, of course. The author does not express any explicit dislike toward Netflix The Witcher adaptation, and Sapkowski has actually offered more positive opinions on the live-action TV show. Has historical also remained cool on immensely popular The Witcher video games? So the Netflix TV show finds itself in good company at least. What, nevertheless, strong words from faith from the author might have injected more anticipation and excitement for Netflix's Witcher universe. Season 3 approaches I've seen better fails to do that. But yeah, that's basically the sum of it all. I think when he says I've seen worse, I'm pretty sure he's just keeping on the fact that season 1 was probably one of the things he liked the most. He probably likes that Henry Cavill's a big fan of the books and the video games, so he enjoyed that. With that being said, obviously it's gonna tank. Let's be honest. It's gonna tank really, really bad. And if you don't believe me on it tanking, if there's some of you that is like, oh, it's not gonna tank, I think it's gonna do really well. Let me just go ahead and open up. Let me go ahead and open up the internet, so I can show you something real quick. I don't know what's going on. I hate when it's trying to open PlayStation because it takes too long. But yeah, let's see. Luke Hemsworth. Sorry, this takes a minute. But we're going to go into it so y'all can see this utter bullshit. Because I think I saw it on Instagram. I can't be 100% sure. I want to say I saw it on Instagram. I believe I did. Alright, let's see it. There's some, and just keep in mind, some of them are not real. Some of them are just, some people just make fun of it. But yeah, I think that's the first take of it. I believe that's the real one. That's somebody that took a picture of it. Actually showed. My God, that looks terrible. That looks atrociously bad. Like, look at the difference. You see a guy that just looks brooding and mean and all the time, and then you look at Luke Hemsworth, and it looks like they're downgrading to what the 70s movies would be like if they were to make this. You know, it looks fucking horrid. It doesn't fit, you know, like he worked so hard to be Superman, so he already had the build and the body to look like it. So it just fits. But then you look at Luke's and it looks like they just kind of bedazzled his shit, and it just doesn't look right, man. You're not big, you don't have the facial structure to do it. You don't look mean. Even if you try to look mean, I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. And this is just to go to show you that this is the failed attempt that they're going to be doing. Because let's be honest, if you know anything about this, the brother of Thor, because I think a lot of us know Thor, even though those movies have been slowly bombing little by little. A lot of people don't like them. Me, this last one, I was kind of like, whatever. But we all know Chris Hemsworth, Thor. I would say maybe 40% of the population has no idea who this fuck is. Anybody who does know him, from chicks' perspective or whatever, or more of the gossipy world niche or whatever, some of them know him because I believe he was married to Miley. I'm not sure if he was married to Miley Cyrus, and if you don't know who Miley Cyrus is, it was the chick that did Hannah Montana, and then she grew up and decided to think she was, you know, let's be honest, she thought she was black. You're not black. And there you go. And then I don't know, it's a lot of shit. My sister used to watch this shit. She would tell me what was going on. But let's be honest, this dude is not Gerald. Like, look at that shit, man. That looks fucking terrible, man. Like look at this, guys. This is atrocious. Let this shit load for a second so you guys can really take a look. Look at that, man. It looks so bad, you know, and that's how it's sad, because I think a lot of us know what Netflix has done in the past when it comes to the platform. In the beginning, I think Netflix was one of those things like, oh, you invest in it, it's gonna work. Obviously it did. Everything's more digital now. They were doing the whole kind of like basically Redbox. If I'm not mistaken, they're the ones that own Redbox. I can't remember. I haven't seen a fucking movie on a CD in a while, and I probably should once I get myself more situated. But yeah, this is embarrassing, you know. And that just goes to show you that some of it does have to do with that, you know. Like if we go here and we're gonna see, I'm gonna show you guys a producer. I don't remember her name. Might be the producer or the director. I'm not 100% sure. I know it's a chick though. I'm pretty sure it's a chick. I don't think it's guy. And it's tough to see this stuff, guys, because it's crazy. If you're a writer, right? Okay, there's one of them. I think the rest are all guys. So I don't think it's all these guys though. Bo DeMaio. God, man, or maybe they're just a bunch of feminists supporting douchebags. I don't know, man. But this is ridiculous. Is it the writers? Maybe it could be. Maybe the writers. I don't remember, guys. It was a while. I just remember that once Henry said I'm out because they kept changing. The writers were fucking it up. I think I was out too. I'm watching this last season just because he's still in it, even though it's very, very, very mediocre. And if you're wondering, that's the guy that made the books, not the story, the writer for the show. Hold on, let me put that on there. The show. There you go, the show. Yeah, I guess it's this chick. I don't know, she keeps popping up first, so I can only assume it's this chick. American television producer, blah blah blah. Screenwriter, she's a series of there you go, there she is. Producer and screenwriter. So this dumb chick, and she did this one that's tanking really bad. I don't think this one did well either. So it's clear to see that she is not the best. And it just goes to show you that you let a chick get into this type of stuff, man. If they're not actual nerdy people, she does not look like the type that pick up the fucking books and read them, or even play the video games for that matter. She just doesn't. She looks like the type that, you know, like, would just, you know, just fucking do some other shit. You know, she looks like a type that she thinks she's really cool, and she went to college and did a bunch of feminist shit and decided to take over for something that she saw was doing well for the people that enjoy the series. You know, and that's a problem. You know, she graduated from Wittenberg University. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is that? I've never heard of that place. Let's see, she's done scripts for TV such as West Wing. I think I saw that one, it was okay. Justice, I think that one did shitty. Written and produced shows such as Daredevil, which I really doubt she had a lot of say in it by itself, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people knew that. Private Practice, I don't know what that bullshit is. And The Witcher, famous Polish book by Andrzej Sapkowski. But yeah, she basically shit on it. She probably tries to play off like she's not one of these feminists, but let's be honest, she probably is. And it's tough, man. It's tough when you are somebody that likes these, you know, movies, shows, whatever the case may be. You like them a lot, and they get dicked on by somebody that thinks that they have to give the women more screen time. You know, because it's crazy to me that they go through these silly little things. You know, it has to change. I did see one time they were talking about the wage gap, I guess, in acting, that women don't get paid enough. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know if the actress that plays Yennefer has ever complained about it. I really doubt it. I don't think she seems like the type. I think she just gets her paycheck and gets the fuck out of there, which is cool. But yeah, like, you could tell that this is ridiculous, man. Like, if you've ever seen Henry Cavill's workout videos ever, you know the dude busted his ass off to get that physique, you know, and then it goes from that physique down to, let's get back to that last page, with one of the worst physiques to take over. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. Nice. Let's go, dude. Look at the difference, bro. Incredible. Incredible. Oh my god. I love how this author or the writer for this article starts. Unless you've been living under a rock at the bottom of the Indian Ocean for the last several weeks, you'll no doubt have heard that Henry Cavill is leaving The Witcher, and his replacement is a gentleman by the name Liam Hemsworth. And they say a gentleman because I don't think a lot of the main population knows who the fuck this guy. The last time I saw Liam Hemsworth in a movie was, I believe, one of the Expendables, and he was some fucking guy that's gonna have kids or some shit, and he comes out for like the first 10 to 12 minutes of the movie, and they kill him off anyway, and then supposedly sparks like something in Sylvester Stallone's incredible writing in that one to make him be like, oh my god, I gotta get back at the guys that killed this poor guy and I want revenge. Like, it's fucking terrible, bro. You should, for one, I like the Expendable movies just because I get to see a lot of people that you don't see anymore, like in the 90s, like even Arnold, even though it's terrible now, he's old as shit. You still watch it because it's Arnold, you know. Same thing for Sylvester, you still watch it. I like Jason Statham, he's amazing. But this is a great article, actually. Look at this. My journey as Geralt of Rivia has been filled with both monsters and adventures, and alas, I will be laying down my medallion and my swords for season 4. Cavill wrote on a post on Instagram. I think he did that shit because he had to save some face for the fucking dumb, stupid Netflix, or not, he's getting sued in some way, shape, or form. Because, let's be honest, a lot of those places, they tend to do that. They tend to, like, screw you over because you can't defamate the very show you were in it. Okay, that's cool. I don't care. That's cool. What is going on right now? What are you doing? Gamingbible.com. What are you doing? You're killing me here. I'm not doing this. Just go back to what I was looking at, please. Please and thank you. Oh man, I'm so tired of seeing these verify things, man. You see them in everything, man. You even see them in freaking applications and stuff. Like, I get it, man, but I really doubt like it's this bad that we need everything. And I never understood them, really. Me picking a bunch of pictures of a damn bike or something. Well, anyway, it's not working. The case may be that we're kind of screwed in the aspect of enjoying our show that we all love. If anything, I'll just go to read something that Henry said. Alright, great. So we found something that's recent. Since this is the final outing for season 3 of Henry Cavill, well, here we go. Actually, Henry has explicitly detailed his reasons for stepping down from the role. This timing of his departure is quite telling. Just days before the Jersey-born actor announced the exit from Netflix show, he revealed he would be reprising his role as Superman in DC Extended Universe, which this must be an older thing, or maybe they're just starting from the beginning, but that's not true anymore. If you've heard, they're not going to do it anymore, even though he did come out at the end of Black Adam. So DC's, railroaded him. Way to go, DC. You're not going to get another good Superman like that. I didn't like Dawn of Superman or the movie that much. I think the writing was kind of shitty, but I think overall him as the actor was pretty good. Oh yeah, here it is. His Superman comeback wasn't meant to be. However, 2 months later, James Gunn was announced the new co-CEO of DC Studios. He chose to take the character in a different direction. A new reboot titled Superman Legacy would feature a new actor in the iconic role who has now been revealed as David Corenswet. I don't even know who the fuck that is. But yeah, he wrote on Instagram, after being told the studio to announce my return in October prior to their hire, the news isn't the easiest, but that's life. Changing his guard, respect to James, whatever. I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a fuck about James. He probably hates him after that shit. The day following, Netflix confirmed that Henry would be not returning to The Witcher. That season 4 would continue with Liam Hemsworth as Geralt. Bro, my god, he doesn't, dude, he looks like a little kid. Speculation about the behind-the-scenes drama on The Witcher. Here we go. Well, it's no real evidence of any of the behind-the-scenes drama of the show, which is not true. I'm pretty sure there is drama. We just don't get to see it as fans. Some of the fans speculate that there has been tension between Henry and the showrunner, Lauren Schmidt-Hissreich, in the lead-up to this departure, which is the dumb bitch that wrote it. And you can tell, man, she just wrote Yennefer into it. way too much, guys. Like, some of us don't care about the relationship between him and Yennefer. Like, she's cool, and honestly, I think I liked her better when she actually, everybody thought she was dead. But unfortunately, we had to go off in this whole stupid shit where she lost her magic or whatever. But that was really stupid. The rumors circulating online that some of the members of the writing team didn't share Henry's appreciation for the book series, which I would definitely agree with. Ahead of season 2's premiere, the Enola Holmes actor total film, this season I really wanted to make sure that we represented the Book of Geralt more accurately and that we saw him speak more. I pushed really hard for that. However, during the Instagram Q&A session, one of the show ex-writers, Bo DeMaio, so he's an ex-writer, he popped up on the thing, but he's not there anymore, suggested that Henry's affinity with the books may not have been shared by some of the writers. No shit. Without naming any names, Bo said on Instagram, I've been on the show, namely Witcher, where some of the writers were not active or actively disliked the books. Nice. So this guy's actually trying. So if anything, we need DeMaio back and get rid of the other shit people, because it sounds like he respected, him and Henry respected what Spekowski was doing, the Andrisk. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but he's the main author of the books, and he respected it. And the games, even actively mocking the source material. It's a recipe for disaster and bad morale. At the end of the day, it's just a recipe for disaster. You don't mock the thing that you're making, you fucking idiots. You know, it doesn't make any sense that some of these writers are like, oh, I can write something better than that guy wrote. That's fucking great. If you can write something better and author something better, then why don't you fucking do it on your own time and make your own fucking book? Instead of trying to take the characters from somebody's already, like, honestly, in a way that should be counted as copyright. Like, I know they pay for the rights and everything, but if the writers completely take the characters away from that person and rewrite the thing, like, I don't get it, man. Source material is your script. They stick to that shit. If you want to change little small details here and there, cool, but stick to the fucking, like, books, man. It's your script. We have that problem a lot with anime as well. Like, they'll get, like, you have anime mangas and adaptations, and sometimes the adaptations do the mangas justice. Like, there's a lot of good ones. There's some really shitty ones, but a lot of good ones. But then Hollywood or all these big places, we hope that they take them up only because we want the CGI to be spectacular, but they shit all over it. Like, oh my god, we're not even going to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender because we all have heard it from one other channel or another, your top 10s or top worst. Like, it is garbage. But that's usually what happens, man. I never understood why the source material is basically the script to your fucking shit. You just have to make maybe some small minor adjustments and that's it. But that's why a lot of these great things that you see, like, in books and everything, should just stay in, like, a more animated scene. Because I've noticed most of the time animators, I want to be an animator, but that's because I love video games, I love cartoons, I love anime, I love all that shit. So I'm already into it. Now, for the people that just do live action stuff and they take over rights to something, they are not fans, man. A lot of them are not fans. And let's keep it a stack. Some of these chicks need to stay the fuck out of this, man. This woke culture shit, they push it really hard. It is so bad that it's getting pushed to the point in freaking, you know, the Hollywood industry as badly as it has. You know, it is terrible. But yeah, it's terrible. I don't know, man. Some things need to fucking change, you know. Let's go. From fandom, as the litmus test checks ego and makes all the long nights worth it. You have the respect to work before you're allowed to add to its legacy. While some fans assume that this could be the real reason behind Henry's exit, there's no evidence to connect the actor to Bo's claim. Let's keep it a stack. He ain't saying it just to say it. You know, he's saying it because it's true. But yeah, this chick, I think this chick is just like a lot of these producers that are women. I don't think, me personally, somebody could call me sexist if they want. I don't really give a shit. I don't think producers should be women. Unless you're a fan of the source material. You know, if you're actually somebody that read the books, played the video games, cool, you can be a producer and be a chick, that's whatever. But if you're just some outside source of a chick that's just like, whatever, I don't give a shit, I'm gonna go through. And I'm pretty sure it's guys as well. I think overall, you know what, let's keep it out of there. I think the only reason I don't want chicks producing anymore is because they've ruined it a lot. You know, there's some characters that they make they're cool, but then oversaturated, man. It always has to be this girl power, boss girl shit. Like, it needs to end, man. It is so bad. I'm not gonna watch Indiana Jones because I know that supposedly that chick is gonna be taking over for as Indiana Jones, even though Indiana Jones is a fucking male character. But cool. I hope nobody went to go see that movie. If you're not a nerd, obviously you're gonna go fucking watch that trash and think it's good because you don't know what's the real source material is about, or have seen the older ones. But yeah, man, I think all I can say to end this small little live video is hopefully things change. Where if it's things that we video game people, manga, books, stuff like that, we really love, it sticks to the source material. I think a lot of people like Harry Potter. I just recently watched all of it. I didn't watch it in order, so I had to rewatch it because a friend was telling me I don't like the earlier ones because unfortunately they are kids and I don't think the acting was good, but they do get better over time. So shout out to them to getting better, but they do stick to the source material, man. I've never read all the books. I think I've read 1.5. I don't remember which ones I've read. I think I read some of Goblet Fire. But those things are really popular because they stick to the source material. And I think sometimes it needs to be known that it has to stick to that fucking source material. You know, and hopefully in the future, more people like us that are nerdy and stuff move into the industry to make changes. Because we have to, man. We have to. It's the only way it's gonna change is if some of us that really love these type of stories and stuff go into the industry at its highest peak and are understand it to the best of their knowledge. Because some of the things is we're losing a lot of good things. You know, we're losing a lot of shows that have potential and they just get shit on before their potential is reached. And The Witcher is one of those shows where it really hurts my heart, and I'm sure it hurts Henry Cavill. He's the actor, man. He brought that character to life. I think he does quite enough in terms of like bringing that character to life as much as possible. He seems like the character exactly, whether it be the video games or the books. Probably mostly the video games because I know he's played all of them. But like it's sad because you have an actor that's already there that basically knows the source material, but it's the writers that shit all over it. But that's it for this video, man. If anybody watches this, hopefully you want to combat this woke culture and end this Matrix bullshit that we're going through, and talk about other topics that are going to be coming up soon. If not, like and subscribe. My name is Alex. I go through this Escape the Matrix thing just to try to get you guys, motivate people to do things differently too. You know, I don't want to be live for a long time or make really long videos because you need to go out there and perform. I need to go out there and perform. That's what I'm about to go do. Hit the gym, work really hard. Got an interview tomorrow for a really great job that hopefully is better and betters my life and my future. And you guys just got to keep grinding. All right, you guys have a good one. Let's get the fuck out of this Matrix, man.